सो हमने लास्ट क्लास में स्टार्ट किया था कौन सा टॉपिक बताओ।
बस
क्या बोला भाई? बोलने से पहले तुम्हारी आवाज़ चली गई। हम्म। विच टॉपिक वी स्टार्टेड इन लास्ट क्लास?
सर मैथमेटिकल रीजनिंग।
हाँ, मैथमेटिकल रीजनिंग और यू कैन से मैथमेटिकल लॉजिक्स। सो तुम्हारा जो महाराष्ट्र बोर्ड की बुक है तो मैं आज उसी से रेफरेंस लेके पढ़ाऊंगा क्योंकि एनसीईआरटी में भी है। दे हैव द सेम थिंग। एनसीईआरटी में इनफैक्ट लेस कंटेंट है दैन योर महाराष्ट्र स्टेट बोर्ड भी। उसमें ज़्यादा डिटेल में लिखा हुआ है। एनसीईआरटी में शॉर्ट में और कम तो कम लिखा हुआ है। तो अभी हम देखते हैं क्या क्या किया है, उसके आगे मैं उसको कंटिन्यू करूँगा। गो है। सो इसी बुक से कंटिन्यू करते हैं। तुम लोग पास ये बुक्स हो सकता है मे बी ये सेकेंड ये जो 12th क्लास का फर्स्ट पार्ट है मैथ में आर्ट्स एंड साइंस स्टूडेंट पार्ट 1। ठीक है, तो इसका फर्स्ट चैप्टर ही है। कैन सी हेयर। सो द फर्स्ट चैप्टर इज मैथमेटिकल लॉजिक। यही है मतलब मैथमेटिकल रीजनिंग। ठीक है, लॉजिक और रीजनिंग वट एवर यू से। ओके, तो वी स्टार्टेड दैट। बताओ हमने क्या स्टार्ट किया था कि व्हाट इज अ स्टेटमेंट, है ना? सो टेल मी एनीवन, व्हाट वाज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ स्टेटमेंट इन मैथमेटिक्स? याद है? भूल गए? हम्म। बताओ, याद है तो बताओ, अदरवाइज भूल गए तो मैं
सेंटेंस
बता।
विच आइदर ट्रू और फॉल्स।
हाँ, आइदर ट्रू और फॉल्स। तो देखो स्टेटमेंट क्या होता है? सेंटेंस विच इज आइदर ट्रू और फॉल्स। और ट्रूथ वैल्यू मतलब अगर ट्रू स्टेटमेंट है तो ट्रू वैल्यू होगी, फॉल्स है तो फॉल्स। ओके, फिर हमने डिस्कस किया था लॉजिकल कनेक्टिव्स। सो ओके, बताओ कुछ कनेक्टिव्स के नाम। हमने कनेक्टिव्स डिस्कस किए थे। सो व्हाट आर द कनेक्टिव्स? कनेक्टिव्स डिस्कस किए थे नहीं किए थे?
एंड और बट।
हाँ, कनेक्टिव मतलब विच एक्चुअली ज्वाइन और कनेक्ट टू स्टेटमेंट इनटू वन स्टेटमेंट। ओके, सो लाइक यू कैन से जैसे एंड था और था, जैसे नॉट है, या लाइक इफ देन, ये सब इस कैटेगरी में आएगा। नॉट तो नेगेशन में आ गया, सो रिमूव दैट नॉट। इफ देन these are connectives. Okay, then we discussed compound statement. बताओ कोई, what is the compound statement? compound statement क्या है?
कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ टू और मोर स्टेटमेंट्स।
Yes, so compound means two or more sentence together with connectives. Okay, they will be joined by connectives. Okay, फिर हमने ट्रूथ टेबल भी डिस्कस किया था कुछ, आई मीन कुछ टाइप के सेंटेंस का, लाइक नॉट का किया था हमने, मतलब सबका किया ही था ऑलमोस्ट। एंड वाले का भी किया था, और का किया था, इफ देन का भी किया था, लास्ट में इफ एंड ओनली इफ का भी हमने ट्रूथ टेबल बनाए थे। ओके, सो अभी मैं एक बार रिवाइज करके फिर आगे कंटिन्यू करूंगा इसी चैप्टर को। ठीक है, फिर हम एक बार ये चैप्टर अच्छे से कर लेंगे, देन हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे जेई मेंस में जो क्वेश्चंस आए हैं या एडवांस में जो क्वेश्चंस आए हैं इस टॉपिक पे, तो उसको देखेंगे किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। तो फर्स्ट एक बार इससे हम गो थ्रू हो जाते हैं इस चैप्टर से। ओके, देखो पहला ये है, यहाँ पे इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया है स्टेटमेंट से। सो यू कैन सी है स्टेटमेंट, जो हमने लास्ट टाइम डिस्कस किया था कि स्टेटमेंट इज अ declarative or assertive sentence which is either true or false, okay, but not simultaneously both, okay। तो ट्रूथ वैल्यू में ट्रू है तो ट्रूथ वैल्यू टी होगी, फॉल्स है तो ट्रूथ वैल्यू फॉल्स होगी, ठीक है। सो ईच स्टेटमेंट इज आइदर ट्रू और फॉल्स। सो स्टेटमेंट ट्रू है तो ट्रूथ वैल्यू तुम टी लोगे, स्टेटमेंट फॉल्स है तो ट्रूथ वैल्यू एफ लोगे। ओके, यहाँ कुछ एग्जांपल्स हैं। फॉलोइंग सेंटेंसेस आर स्टेटमेंट। तुमने हमने लास्ट टाइम देखा था, सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट, दिस इज ट्रू। 5 into 2 11, this is false, but either true or false, that is a sentence। every triangle has 3 sides, like true, इस तरीके से। so every statement will have either true or false, it will be either true or false। then like जो कुछ examples हैं जो statement नहीं है, जैसे प्लीज गिव योर पेन, दिस इज नॉट स्टेटमेंट बिकॉज यू कैन नॉट डिसाइड ट्रू फॉल्स थिंग, है ना, दिस इज रिक्वेस्ट और ऑर्डर, सो इट विल नॉट बी द स्टेटमेंट। व्हाट इज योर नेम, दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन। व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस इट इज, so these are how are you and do you like the play, do you like to play tennis, so these are not statement, okay। so note you can see here it says interrogative, exclamatory, command, order, request, suggestions are not statements, okay। so there is a word open sentence, okay। so there is a word open sentence, so what is open sentence? Okay, so open sentence will be what actually, like you can consider, yes yes tell, see,
fixed.
it may be true in some situation, it may be false in some situation, so but that should not be the case for the statement. In a statement it is always true or always false. So open sentences are the sentences which is true in some sense and false in some sense, then that we call it open sentence, okay। so these are not statement, open sentence is not statement, like he is tall, so you may be talking to a person, he may be actually tall or may not be tall, but depends on the person, okay। so it is true if he is really tall, if it is false he is not tall, like 3x by 2 minus 9 is equal to 0 if you solve it, so like 3x is equal to 18, so x is equal to 6, so like if x is 6 then it is true, if x is not 6 then it is not true, so in different situation it is true and false, like, but it is not always true, not always false, so in that type of sentences, sentences will be open sentences and that will not be considered as statement, okay। like mathematics is an interesting subject, so if I say yes and many of you or others may say it is no, right, so it depends on person to person, okay। so this I would say this book is available online, you just search PDF online, you might have the, I think, hard copy with you, but if you don't have, then you just search on online and then you get the PDF, then you read it, and if you still have something you can ask me, so just I'm revising what we did in last class, then I will continue. So now start from here. So I start here we discuss logical connectives. So the word or the phrases which are used to connect two statements are called logical connectives. So definitions you can write, okay? The word or phrases which are used to connect two statements are called logical connectives. We'll study connectives like and, or, if, then, if and only if not. Okay. So simple and compound statements. Simple, you know, a statement which cannot be split further into two or more statements is called a simple statement. Simple means just single statement. You cannot split into parts. But if a statement is combination of two or more simple statement, then it is called a compound statement. Fine. कहीं पे कुछ confusion है तो पूछना, ठीक है? Simple statement you cannot split into parts, है ना? More parts of statements. Or a statement which is a combination of two or more simple statement is called compound statement. Like compound is 3 is a prime and 4 is an even number. Okay. 3 and 5 are twin primes. So you cannot break it into two parts. There is an end available, but still you cannot break into two parts, right? Are you getting the point? 3 and 5 are twin primes. You cannot write 3 is twin prime and 5 is twin prime. You cannot say that. Okay, because 3 and 5 together makes twin prime in the sense of pair. So it can be talked about comparisons. I mean. Okay. So I'm just repeating last class. So the first word is conjunction. Okay. So we'll describe some connectives. So it is a conjunction. So conjunction you can relate it to and. Okay. Sorry. A and D. Okay. So like you just see. So what is conjunction? So if two statements are combined using the connective and, okay, if two statements are combined with and, then it is called a conjunction. Fine. So if two statements are combined with and, then you call it conjunction. In other words, if P and Q are two statements, then P and Q. So this is the word P and Q, the notation will be P and Q. I said you can remember like it is intersection, but it is not intersection. It is notation for and. So it is P and Q or P conjunction Q. So this will be conjunction. So two statement joined with or combined with and is called conjunction. Okay. So you can read it as P conjunction Q. This is notation, or you can read it P and Q. So you see, P and Q is said to be true if and only if both P and Q are true. So we made the truth table in last class. It was same as this one. You can see here. You remember all? So it was like P, Q, and P and Q. So you have to decide true, false. Okay. So if it is true, suppose P is true, Q is true. So you know, true and true is, you just understand. Okay, you don't have to mug up this. You have to understand. So suppose I remove this, just try to understand. So there are two P and Q is the compound statement consists of P and Q joined with N. So P is true statement, Q is true statement. So what will be P and Q?
True.
That's true. Then true and false. And so you are telling and. So true and false will be what?
False.
So it is false. So one statement is true, other is false. So whole statement joined with and will be false. False and true going to be false. False and false is going to be false. Okay. Now, this is fine with everyone. Now there is a word disjunction. So there is a conjunction, now disjunction. So it is what? Disjunction is if two statements are combined by using the logical connective or. So if two statements are combined by or, then you call it disjunction. and you write it like P or Q or P disjunction Q. So it is noted by this P or Q you can read, or P disjunction Q. So it's a or sense. So you know or sense, if P is true, Q is true. So A or B, like P or Q. So there is a compound statement combined with two statement P and Q. So if P is true and Q is true, both are true, then it is true. One of them is false, then it is true. Why? You are connecting with or, okay? Like I can say 2 is prime or 3 is prime. Actually, both is prime, so here is fine. But I would like to say 1 true, 1 false. Okay, 2 is even or 3 is even. So 2 is even is correct statement. So this whole statement will be considered correct because it is connected by or. Fine. And false and true. Again, one is false, one is true. The or connected is true. It is connected by or, that's why. And false will be false. Any doubt in this? Next is conditional. So if then, we discussed this one also. So if then, we call it conditional or implication. So if two statements are combined by using connective if then, if something and then something. So then it is called a conditional or implication. So in other words, P and Q are like two statement, then if P then Q is called conditional. It is denoted by P implies Q, or you can say right P implies Q, or P they like this is also implies Q, or if P then Q, right? If P then Q, these are the same symbol. So these are notation, okay? So we discussed in last class when we decide the truth table for this. So like if I write it again, so you know P Q, P implies Q. So you have to tell me whether you remember or not. Then I will match it with this. So true, true. Yeah, what will be true and true? Then true implies true. The whole sentence, what you can say, true or false? True implies true, what? This true. True implies false. So I said your trick in last class. Like suppose, yeah. What will be this?
False.
It is false. Like I said you in last class, like in exam, this is a question, this is your answer. So question is correct, answer is correct, you will get marks. If question is correct, your answer is incorrect, you will not get marks. Okay. Then false implies true. Will be what? So it is true because question is correct, answer is true or false. It does not matter. So question is false, so answer is true or false. In both the cases, you will get marks. Remember like this, okay? So you can remember this like this way. So question is correct, answer is correct, you will get marks. Okay? Question correct, marks correct, you will get marks. Answer correct. Question is correct, answer is false. So answer is false, you will not get marks. Question is false, answer is correct. Then you will get marks because question was incorrect. Question is incorrect, answer is incorrect, no problem, still you will get marks. So if question is wrong, so answer is true or false, it doesn't matter, both will get marks. So marks means just is a way to remember, okay? You may think in other way, like you might have your own rule to remember. Okay, so it is a if then condition. So true implies true is true, and true implies true is true, true implies false is false, false implies true is true, false implies false is still true. Okay. So in truth table you have to remember, so you should be clear in your mind, like you don't have to mug up, just you should be clear with the rules. Okay, so like see here, now the following are also conditional statement P implies Q. So this one can be written in 5 different ways, like P implication Q you can say. So you can write in 5 different ways. The same thing you can write in other way, like P is sufficient for Q. P implies Q means P is sufficient for Q. Or you can say Q is necessary for P. Q is necessary for P. And the other way you can say P implies Q. Or you can say Q follows from P. Q follows from P. And next is P only if Q. P only if Q. So these are the in different way you can say P implies Q. Okay, so they are you can say like they have the same meaning or equivalent. Okay, P is sufficient for Q. Q is necessary for P, and Q implies P, right? Q follows from P, the same thing. P only if Q. Okay, now comes next thing, biconditional. So we also discussed this in last class. Okay, this is the biconditional or double implication. Double implication. So if two statements are combined using the logical connectives if and only if, okay, this thing and this thing meets together, therefore this and this. So we also call it double implies. This will imply this and this will imply this, both way implication. So if it is called as biconditional, in other words, if PQ are two statement, then P if and only if Q as biconditional. So are you getting what I'm saying? So if you have a two statement P and Q, so you write P if and only if Q. P if and only if Q, or P if and only if Q. So you call it biconditional. This is called biconditional. दोनों साइड से, ठीक है, both side. Or you can read P biconditional Q or P if and only if Q. So how will you remember the truth table? Like see, true and true. So true if and only if true, it is true. True if and only if false, it is false. False if and only if true is false. And false is true. So like what do you notice? So both are true or both are false. Then you will take it true. If both are true or both are false, then you can take it is true. Like P and Q. If P and Q both are true, then P if and only if Q will be true statement. Or if P and Q both are false, still it will be considered true because both are false. So the whole statement will be considered true. And you can also see, I said in last class, like P if and only if Q is equivalent, this is symbol of equivalent, to P implies Q and Q implies P. So both are equivalent. Like if I want to show both are equivalent, so I have to show that both have the same truth table. Both have the same truth table, like truth table of this and truth table of this are same. Then we call both statement are equivalent. So P implies Q, you know the condition from last, and Q implies P, no? It will be false. Okay, so one thing you can remember in P implies Q, kya was true implies false was false, and false like then you take the end, so it will going to be false either way. Okay, like true implies false was false, and false implies true was true. So and it is and, that's why it is going to be false anyway. That's why you can remember these two things are false, because true implies false is false and false implies true is true. I'm fitting into this. Then you can see like true implies true, true implies true. So I did in last class, if you remember. So I said like you do P, Q, P implies Q, Q implies P, then P implies Q and Q implies P, and then you can write P if and only if Q, like this. Okay, so it will like true, true, true implies true, true, true implies true, true, and true, so it's going to be true. That is same as this. So this two are same thing. Okay, so you can say it is P if and only if Q. So no need to write this column. So you can do in this way also. Okay, like true implies false, so it is going to be false, or here Q implies P, false implies true is true, so end is going to be false, then false true, so false implies true is true and true implies false is false, and end you will take, we will get F false, 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 false implies false. So what was false implies false? It was true, and then false implies false, true, true and true, it is true. So like you get this, so you can write directly this one and this one. So somewhere when you confuse, you can do by this way. Okay. So this was a biconditional. Okay, so you can remember only that if both are true or both are false, then it is going to be true. Otherwise, it is false. One is true, one is false, then it is false. In case of this conditional, you can remember, okay, false, true implies false is only false. Like true implies false is only false. And you can remember the trick I said. Question is correct, answer is false, so you will not get marks. And the answer is wrong, like, so you will not get marks. Okay. Now comes the next word is negation of the statement. So negation of the statement is just you apply not. So for any given statement P, there is another statement which is defined to be true if P is false, and defined to be false when P is true. So like P is true, then negation will be false. If P is false, negation will be true. Okay. So this is called negation of P, or notation is this negation P. P is true, Q is negation P is false. P is false, negation is true. Okay. अरे यस सुनो भाई, समझ आ रहा है ये?
Yes.
So यहाँ तक हमने लास्ट क्लास में किया था. ओके, एक रिजल्ट तुम्हें बता रहा है कि negation of P is going to be going to be P. So like you can remember it as minus minus plus. Okay, minus of minus x is plus x. So something like that you can remember. So double negation you will take, it will be the original statement then. So I think till this we have done in last class. So in last class I defined all this thing, then I made the truth table for all this. Okay, and now the next thing is, so you can after class, if you have the book in hard copy, if you have, then you go through, solve these examples and exercises. This exercise 1.1. If you don't have, then you download from Google and then you do this. Then the next thing will start from here now. So till this negation we have done in last class. Okay. Okay, wait 1 minute on the fan. Okay, so you go through this first exercise. Okay, 1.1 topic was completed in last class only. I just revised it. Okay. Now let us start with this. So the topic is statement pattern. Okay. Then logical equivalence, tautology, contradiction, and then contingency. So this thing will be covered in this section. So what is the statement pattern? Okay. So what is statement pattern? In between, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. You can unmute and tell. So like what is statement pattern? Okay. So the thing is, what is statement pattern? So letters used to denote statements are called statement patterns. Sorry, statement letters. First, so letters used to denote statements are called statement letters, like P, Q you use. Okay. And a proper combination of statement letters and connectives is called a statement pattern. Like you can say P and Q, P or Q, negation of P and Q, something will come now. So these are a statement pattern. Okay. So statement pattern is also called a proposition. Like example, you can see P implies Q, P and Q, negation P and Q are statement patterns, and P and Q are their prime components. So like they have the components since they are compound statement. So every compound statement will have component statement. So P and Q are the component statement. So a table which shows the possible truth values of a statement pattern obtained by the considering all possible combination of truth values of its prime components is called the truth table of the statement pattern. So simply statement pattern is actually just a combination of statements. We write in symbols like P and negation Q, this type of things will come. So these are statement pattern, and we'll make the truth table of this. That will be truth table of a statement pattern. Okay, next word is logical equivalence. So statement patterns were just you can say a compound statement written with symbols. Okay, P and Q like this. Next is logical equivalence. So two statement patterns are said to be equivalent if their truth table are identical. Like I said, P if and only if Q, it is equivalent to P implies Q and Q implies P. P implies Q and Q implies P. So this one and this one both are P implies Q and Q implies P, both are this statement is equivalent to this statement because they will have the same truth table. Okay. So got it? Two statements are equivalent if they have the same truth table. Now comes the tautology. What is the tautology? See, a statement pattern whose truth table value is true for all possible combinations of truth values of its prime components is called tautology. Like what is said, a statement pattern whose truth value is true for all possible combinations. So like if you make the truth table, so the final answer for that will be always true. All true. If you get all true at the truth value of the sentence of that compound statement in all the possible cases. So in all the possible cases, if you see everything true, 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 then you will call it tautology. And same thing is, okay. So one example here is statement pattern P and not P is a tautology. So let's see. Let's make that. So P and not P. So let's make there. So P, then not P, and then makes there this. Okay. Suppose P is true. So what will be not P? ना, टाइम लगेगा. So true, P is true and not P is false. And then what will be P and not P? I mean true and false is what? This is N. True and false.
False.
So it is false. Oh, sorry, this was AND or it was OR. 1 minute. Oh, sorry, OR. I did this. So this will come contradiction. Okay. P or minus P is tautology. Okay. This is OR, not AND. So if I write is OR, P or minus P. Yeah. So now you can decide true or false. This is going to be true. False or true. It is going to be, I mean, if P is false, then obviously minus P is going to be true. So in that case, it is again true. Okay. You don't have any more cases. Okay. Since it is P, it is minus P. I mean negation of P. So if P is true, negation P is going to be false. If P is false, negation is going to be true. In that case, this is. And there is other like P negation P, and I was discussing P and negation P. Okay. In that case, P can be either true or false. If P is true, negation P is going to be false. And true and false is false. If P is false, then negation P is true. False and true is going to be true. Okay. So, oh, sorry. What I did here.
False. False.
मैं वही देख रहा हूँ तुम लोग कितनों का ध्यान है यहाँ पे. So false and true end है तो false and true is going to be false. True and false false, false and true false. End में कोई भी एक false तो false होगा. और में कोई भी एक true है तो true होगा. Okay. So you see here. So a statement in which truth value is true for all possible combinations. So it is called tautology. Tautology का name like true. Okay, always true. Contradiction, a statement pattern whose truth value is false for all possible combinations. So it will always give you false, 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 false. So in that case, you can say it is the contradiction. Okay. So contradiction is like, okay, tautology will be denoted by T. Contradiction will be denoted by C. Okay. So T means tautology. C means contradiction. Small c, small t. Capital T was true. Capital F was false. Okay. So small t, if we use, it is the tautology. Small c means contradiction. Okay. So one example we have seen P and minus P is a contradiction because in either cases you will get both the false. Now there is a contingency. Okay. Contingency. So statement pattern which is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. Okay. Means some output may be true or may be false. Both. And now if all are true, it is tautology. If all are false, it is contradiction. If some are true, some are false, then it is contingency. Okay. So now, like they have made single table for all the connectives. Okay. So P is true, Q is true. Then negation P, you know, negation of P, opposite, just opposite of P you do. So false. If P is true, it is false. If it is false, it is true. It is false, it is true, like this. Okay. And then P and Q. This P and Q you can relate. Okay. So this P and Q you can see. So end you already know. So the same table. Okay. True and true is going to be true. True and false is false. False and true, false. False and false, false. Okay. Again, next is this is OR. True or true is true. True or false is true. False or true is true. False or false is false. Again, P implies Q. You have seen true implies true is true. True implies false is false. Okay. This is only false in implies. You can remember, question is correct, your answer is incorrect, so you will not get marks. That's why false. And false implies true is true. False implies false is true. So this rule applies for this. P implies true. And if and only if, if both are true or both are false, it is true. If one is true, one is false, it is false. So true implies true. In if and only if, it is true. True implies false. If and only if, okay. True if and only if false is false. False if and only if true is false, and false if and only if false is true. Okay. So now see, there are few questions. Okay. So I would say like to solve that. So first, you have pen and paper. You first solve it. I will ask you, then I will solve this. So construct the truth table for each of the following statement patterns. So let us start with the first one only. Okay. So I'm making here table, and you have to complete that. So how many letters are used? I mean P, Q, P. Okay. There are two only. So let's make me P, Q. Okay. So first you need to take Q implies P, and then you combine it. P implies Q implies P. Okay. So everyone please complete this first. I will ask you one by one. So all combinations can be P is true, Q is true, P is true, Q is false, P is false, Q is true, P is false, and Q is false. So there are four possible combinations. You have to find the value. So you try it, and I will ask you, then I will continue. So you solve on your notebook, okay? And then you tell me quickly. It's better I will write here. So I want you to find P, Q, Q implies P, P implies Q implies P. Okay, you have to complete this. True, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Okay, are you solving? मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, जल्दी बताना मुझे, अदरवाइज आई विल सॉल्व इट फॉर यू. सॉल्व करो. और आ गया. Okay, tell me then. किसका है? You got the answer? TFTT, ओके। बाकी अभी कंप्लीट कर लो जल्दी से, देन मैं अभी सॉल्व करूंगा। हाँ जी, सो हु विल टेल। देखो क्यू इम्प्लाइज पी लिखा है मैंने, ठीक है। तो पहले तो हम इस वाले को फिल करेंगे। बताओ, कोई अनम्यूट करके बताओ मुझे। क्यू इम्प्लाइज पी है, ट्रू इम्प्लाइज ट्रू,
True.
ट्रू। फॉल्स इम्प्लाइज ट्रू,
True.
ट्रू होगा। ट्रू इम्प्लाइज फॉल्स, फॉल्स एंड फॉल्स इम्प्लाइज फॉल्स, ट्रू।
True.
ओके। अब यहाँ फिर से, अब देखो इसका ध्यान रखना है कि इसका ट्रूथ टेबल ये वाला है, ओके। तो Q implies P this, and P implies this one, okay. Now you have to connect these two column. P implies this one, okay. So P implies this one. So true implies true. So true, true implies true. Again, it's a true. I'm talking about this. True implies true is true. True implies true is true. False implies false. It's just implies, okay. So implies it was. Question is wrong. You have not answered. No problem. You will get marks. Question is wrong. You tried. I mean, you answered. Still, you will get marks. So I get all true. Where I'm false. So I mean, your answer was something different. Okay, let me see the chat. So in chat, a few of you answered. Okay. See, the main aim was to find the truth value of this one. Okay, this one. I mean, this one. Got it? अच्छा चलो मैच करते हैं बुक से, क्या बुक में इसका ये आंसर है? So let me check. Oh, see. So this was the answer. This was example only. Okay. So first Q implies P you have to write, then you have to write P implies this one here. So check. Still you have doubt, you unmute and tell me, or you write in chat. Anyone has doubt in this question? Just concept of implies used twice. Okay. And now we have a next example. So actually I want you to solve this. So again, I would say you, this is the examples and exercise 1.2 will come now, I think. So as the homework, I want you all, yeah, exercise 1.2. So actually in last class, what we covered, based on that, in this book, you have exercise 1.1. And what we did today, like just 3 topics, tautology, contradiction, and the contingency. Based on that, you have this 1.2, or just you have to make the truth table, so you know how to make. So I will solve one more problem for you, and then you have to solve this, and make sure till next class you solve both exercises, 1.1 and 1.2. Then I will continue this 1.3 in the next class. Okay, quantifiers and all. I think this will be the last, I think, maybe, or 1.4 maybe there. Okay, then after that, if you are good with this truth tables, then you can solve the questions of JEE Mains and Advanced. One question every year asked in JEE Mains. Last question you can see in the paper. This will be based on this 30th question of 25th question. Okay, so one question I would like to solve more. So like in every question, what they want you to construct the truth table. Construct the truth table for the following statement pattern. So this is statement pattern. So I made for this one. Now I made for last part. So first part we did. Now let's do for the last part. Okay. So for the last part, it's not P or Q, and Q implies R, and whole implies P implies R. So you have to first take into parts, right? So that will be better. One by one, you decide the truth table. Like you first take for PQ, then you decide for this, decide for this, decide for this. Then you combine them together. So we can do. Let's do this. So we have P, we have Q, and what we need more, you see there. Just see the components. Like we need not P or Q. So let's write not P or Q. Then we need Q implies R. Q implies R. Then P implies R. P implies R. And then you can take these two together. I mean these two together. So there is an end for that. So you can write so minus P or Q and what? Q implies R. Q implies R. And then P implies R. Okay. So now you have to take this together. So this is the lengthy. Not P or Q and Q implies R. Okay, it's better you rename it. So let me call this one as let's rename it S. Okay, so S, and S implies P implies R. Okay, P implies R this thing. Let's say T, or not T. Let's say H. So now H. Okay, so you just renamed it. Now let's try. Okay. So let's write all the combinations. Okay, so true. So now you decide P is true, Q is true. So first you see here, it is negation P. So negation P is going to be false. False or Q. Okay, Q means true. So this is or. So false or true is going to be true. Q implies R. Q implies R. Oh, R we have not taken. Oh, that's mistake. So there are three components. Components mean like how many different letters are used here. So P, Q, R. There are three. So we have to take R also. So I missed R. So let's make that. Okay. So P, Q, R. So true. Okay. So how many different combinations will be there? Can you tell me? For the three different this individual statements PQR, How many different combinations you can have? ओके सर 6 बजे लेक्चर है फिजिक्स का, ठीक है, फिर लेक्चर है तो इसको ट्राई करके आना. यू ट्राई ऑल द पार्ट्स एंड टू नेक्स्ट क्लास आई विल डिस्कस. आई थिंक टुमारो इज द नेक्स्ट क्लास, so next class I will discuss your doubts. So make sure you have to show me through your camera. I will check your notebook everyone's. Okay, so you make sure you solve 1.1 and 1.2 exercise with examples. You all solve examples, then you solve exercise, and then you show me both. Then I will continue 1.3. Otherwise I have to repeat. Okay, so I will stop here. You have next class, then you join there, and then tomorrow make sure you solve it 1.1. This is very easy chapter. Okay, so you solve it and show me. Okay, then bye.